We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. He's got this to Williams complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. The Broncos hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Jarrett escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And now they'll shift things around. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Jarrett, touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Herbert changing things up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Drew Sanders able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
To throw on 2nd down. Jarrett flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Contreras. But he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing on 1st down. Jarrett. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Jarrett. Well, he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
At the 39-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Jarrett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Jarrett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
He shouldn't have got
Broncos
that.
unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Herbert just beat the play clock. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
Thanks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On first down, Jarrett. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To throw on second down. Jarrett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun, Jarrett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jarrett. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Rig. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw on second down. Jarrett. Caught left side, Williams. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun, Jarrett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra prep.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Oh, that's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And what a return as he brings us with all the
to the 25-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Interesting how
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
He got
despite seeing
blocked.
the multiple tight end look that came
Somehow
out of
he-
the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Crash.
On the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jarrett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 9.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 65 cat. 65 cat.
Operating from the gun, Jarrett. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
If Derwin's on that side, we'll play. That's what I want to avoid. Derwin James.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Herbert going to change the look.
21. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert drops it underneath to Spiller. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Third down.
59, 59. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. 59, 59.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. And now an audible here into something else.
Home cooked right. Hey, Kappa. 5-9.
Herbert on 1st down now. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Now a deep one for Johnston. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Set. Hey, ram. Hey, Ray. 21.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Cut 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Third down and 13.
Drop 50. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Jarrett flush to his right. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw. Jarrett. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that's
It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Cougar 19. Hurt. 19 tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will